Let's start by taking a request. That's it. Wait, this is it? Look at his face. Oh my god, I love it. What is up, guys? I am mangagcosplay and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be playing Fairy Tail. Now, this is a game that I've had on my shelf for quite some time. I actually tried to play this game, and I did play a little bit of it in the past, but I never really got far with the game, and I just left it on my shelf and haven't had the time to play it because life and whatnot. But I just looked at it one day when I was going through some of my video games, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna make a playthrough of this over on YouTube. And here we are. Now, when you look at my username and everything, a lot of you are gonna say, no shit when I reveal this, but I am a huge manga and anime nerd. I love reading Japanese manga. I love watching anime. It is just like one of my favorite pastimes, and it inspired me to get into it's one of my inspirations that got me into cosplay. I just love it and everything, and Fairy Tail is my all-time favorite manga and anime series, next to Magi and everything. But it just, like, I am a huge nerd for this series, so you are going to be witnessing me nerding out and pointing out a lot of stuff that basically occurs in the series and everything. And this just shows you how much of a nerd I am for this series. I've actually met a good portion of the English cast at conventions. I've got a lot of their autographs. And I even named my cat after Natsu. Like, one of my cats I legit named after Natsu. Here's a photo of the little guy. Yeah, we love him. He's a spoiled brat. Anyhow, I did actually try to record this game previously, but unfortunately I had some problems with the files. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a brand new game just for this playthrough. And we're just gonna see how everything goes. I am excited for this, so without further ado, guys, here we go. In this world, those who choose to make their living out of magic are known as wizards. Wizards work in guilds and take on the tasks unachievable by ordinary means. Dragon Slayer Natsu, Spirit Wizard Lucy, and other members of the Fairy Tail Guild, the most powerful guild in the kingdom, has survived so many battles together, strengthening the family-like bonds of their guild. The S-Class promotional exam for Wizards of Fairy Tail is held on the Tenro Island. It is said that Mavis Vermilion, the first master of Fairy Tail, rests here, in the holy grounds protected by the barrier that prevents anyone but members from entering. Natsu and the other contenders team up with each other and face the trials to become an S-Class wizard. However, the trials are interrupted by Hades, the master of the Dark Guild Grimoire Heart, also known as the former second guild master of Fairy Tail. Natsu and his companions managed to defeat his seven kin of Purgatory after a fierce battle, and now must face Hades to avenge their friends. Oh, yeah, by the way, guys, I am going to be cosplaying as Natsu throughout this series, just to go ahead and add the flair. Definitely useful ice make magic, that is for certain. Alright, so here we go. I forgot, they were using the Japanese actors for this game, so this game never actually got an English dub. It got subtitles, but it's not English dubbed and everything. So we are going to actually be hearing the Japanese actors playing the roles of their characters throughout this game. Alright, so let's see what we got. Okay, so press that. Not bad. You know what? I think I'm gonna actually start reading this and everything. Let's see what I got, okay? Ice Make Cold Excalibur. That's one of Gray's top moves. And he's weak against that. Nice. Okay, let's go. Magic. Summon Virgo. Nice! Urza. Oh, man. Definitely, like, Urza is an awesome character. I have to admit, very strong lady vibes, which I heavily respect. She doesn't need a man to tell her what to do or anything. In a sense, Joel might want to watch out. And this mother is acting like as if this didn't do anything to him. Jesus. Jesus Christ. Oh my god! Really? Oh, come on, dude! You're Gramps' enemy. Enough talk. Die! Well, aren't you a pleasant guy? I remember this scene in the anime and manga. Oh man, this guy is screwed! So, this is the geezer's enemy, Natsu. Yeah, you're gonna be seeing me nerd out a lot in this, okay? What the hell do you want from me? I'm a 27-year-old single woman who needs basically a man at this point in her life. You're just gonna be seeing me nerd out a lot. I need a boyfriend. You are Makarov's kin. I only came here to visit the first master's grave. Never would have expected to run into the second master. Might as well dig your grave and hold your funeral while we're here. Oh, damn! That was badass on Loxus's part. Don't f the Dreyer, man. Watch how my magic works. Okay, we're controlling Loxus now. Okay, Raging Bolt. Gotta get rid of these portals first. Because they look like they're gonna be problems. Ow! That magic circle is in the way. Magic, Thunder Dragon Roar. Ooh, no, not gonna work. So, basically, it looks to me like the tiles are just, pretty much speaking, showing where the attack is gonna hit and everything. So, I think we can go ahead and use that to our advantage. No. Thunder Dragon Jaw, no. Thunder Dragon Roar, Iron Fist. I think Heaven Wayward is definitely the best one. Damn! He just Zeus'd his ass! Oh god! Even Loxus? My god! Die already! Loxus! I am gonna try to copy it. This one's my treat, nuts. I'm gonna try to copy the English voices a little bit, but I can't guarantee it's gonna be good. Hey, thanks for the mail. He ate the lightning? Loxus, you gave your magic power to Natsu? Anyone who hurts the guild deserves what's coming to him. Go get him, Natsu. Sup? Lightning fire dragon! You're gonna pay for what you've done! Yeah, I cannot copy Todd's voice worth a shit. How dare you hurt our guild! Get out of here! Okay, Crimson Lotus exploding lightning blade. Eh. Go for the big guns! Damn! Ooh, that's gonna leave a mark. Okay, let's see, 26, yeah, that'll do. Man, the graphics on this are colorful! Right, it's over. I'm totally out of magic. And it barely made a dent on him. Fantastic. How many decades has it been since someone lasted this long? Though I could end this whenever I wished. I must first give you a gift to thank you for allowing me to enjoy myself. So... No! It did nothing! Demon eyes! Oh, marvelous! Patchy the pirate over here is removing his eye patch! Oh, not a good look for you, dude. Behold, the abyss of sorcery. Here extends an endless realm that surpasses your feeble imagination. It's over, fairy tale. The abyss of sorcery? Its power is overwhelming. The following the path of sorcery means descending into the dark abyss. That is where the primordial magic lies. I have come so close to obtaining it, but I must go deeper, still, if I am to reach it. Okay, how deep are we talking and everything? Because that just sounds like an assload of work, I'm not gonna lie. That means to finally bring me to these depths is the grand magic world. The world of Zeref. Tonight Zeref will awaken and the world shall change. And I will finally obtain the primordial magic! Man, I am just pulling that cliche bull with the villains. Primordial magic? You cannot go to the grand magic world. You lack the resolve to go deeper into the abyss. Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence, jerk. I'm scared. So scared. So scared. I can't. Scared? You've got some friends right here, don't you? What do you do when you find one of your own weaknesses? You get stronger! You stand up and fight! Not much you can do about being scared, but you've got us here with you. So there's no reason to be afraid. You're not alone! And that is enough to go ahead and make everybody powerful. Ah, classic fairy tale. Yeah! As long as you have friends, there's nothing to fear. We will fight until the end. Yeah, that's always been a bit of a cliche with the series and everything, but I freaking love it. That's what makes us fairy tale. I gotta be honest with you, the graphics in this game are actually pretty impressive. The shading is definitely something I'm not really used to and everything. It's kind of not my forte, but I love how they're trying to copy that of the manga and anime. That, I do have to admit, is pretty good. You don't stand a chance against us. You have no hope. Try me, bitch. Dance, dirt demon. Oh, great. He's got friends. Fantastic. Thanks! Jerk. Alright, Urza! Photon Slicer his ass. Okay, Wendy! Sweet! Ooh, what do I go for? Wing attack, Brilliant Flame? Ooh, Brilliant Flame. Oh yeah, that'll do. Ice Make. Oh wow, he is weak against Ice Make. That is awesome. Ice Make Floor? Icebringer? Oh wow! Okay, who should I go for? Oh, I think I'll go for Capricorn on this one. Be true to the manga a little bit, you know? And anime. And we don't even get to see Capricorn? Aw, come on, man! I would have liked to have seen his animation. You would presume to stop me? Urza, kick his ass! Alright. R1, what happens? Let's see. Chain? Chain 2? Okay, that did some nice damage. Damn, that was awesome! Total damage 711. Okay, I can deal with that. To think that I would lose. Yeah, but you did. This is how the series goes, you know. No, I will not lose to Makarov. You don't stand a chance against us. No, the demon in me will not rest until it stands at top of all magic users. Go! Fairy Tail! Enhanced Dragon Slayer Secret Art! Crimson Lotus! Exploding Lightning Blade! Grah! Excuse me. Oh, God. I am just a freaking nerd. What am I doing with my life? You see? This is our guild. It's over. So it is. We did it! Well done, everyone. Gramps, and you brought the others with you. Man, the models on everyone look so amazing. I am not gonna lie to you guys. I'm kind of nerding out a little bit. Like, they really decided to be true to the characters with this. Why did you fall to the darkness? I've told you, the origin of all magic is darkness. What was born within the darkness came to be known as magic. Well, that's a morbid way of putting it. In leaving the guild and following the path of sorcery, I was able to discover this essential truth. Damn, dude, you really sound like you need a damn good therapist. Not gonna lie. I was so close to obtaining the primordial magic. It wouldn't have changed anything. Light or darkness, the origin of magic doesn't matter. Magic is alive. It changes with time. It grows alongside us. And Fairy Tail lives alongside it in freedom. I'm gonna be honest with you, so far I'm really liking the Japanese cast. Now, when I watched Fairy Tail, I was mostly watching it with the English cast. And believe me, the English cast was perfect for their roles and everything. But I've actually never seen the series in Japanese. So I'm definitely gonna have to rewatch the series in Japanese now. I learned all of that from you. Waving the white flag. That's how it be. Is that all of them? I'm so tired. Yeah, who would have thought an S-Class promotional exam could go so wrong? It's not much of an exam now that the Dark Guild Grimoire Heart has attacked. Hang on, I wanted to move my scarf a little bit. I actually, as I said before, I made this entire cosplay and everything, except the fake chest I'm wearing. Like, I'm wearing a fake chest, like man's chest that I actually got off of Amazon for $100. And not gonna lie, it really adds on to the cosplay. When I go to conventions in this costume, a lot of people point out right away, oh, you work out and everything. Yeah, it's pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. They said something about getting Zeref. What was that all about? They want to use the power of the Black Wizard Zeref to shape the world as they please. Huh. I could actually do a decent Carla, not gonna lie. I can't believe that Grimoire Heart's master, Hades, was Fairy Tail's second master. Pretty crazy that we met the second master while we're looking for the first master's grave. That's it! S-Class! Oh, God. Let me take the exam, Gramps! I'm gonna be an S-Class! Oh, God, what is going on in that ADHD brain of his? Let it go! Just relax for a while. I'm gonna be honest, I always had that theory that Natsu has ADHD, and nothing wrong with it. I got it too and everything, but just the way he is, it just, like, I have to admit, that is something I like about Hiro Mishima's writing and everything, is that, in a sense, he tries to make the leading character a bit relatable. Like, if you're reading his current series, Eden Zero, he pretty much made Shiki in the beginning of the series someone who is socially awkward, considering he is someone who was trapped on an entire planet of nothing but robots. And because of the fact now, if he meets the leading lady, Rebecca, who is the first human Shiki ever came into contact with, pretty much speaking, he didn't know how to handle meeting her. Like, automatically he was just in her face and everything. And that's one of the things I admire about Hiro Mishima's writing style, is that he shows the flaws of the character in a good way and everything. And that's something I always like about Natsu, is that he's rambunctious and everything. And he has his moments where he just doesn't listen to the conversation. But when and I guess I can relate to Natsu in this respect in certain aspects. When there's something out there that you love more than anything, you're more than willing to focus your attention on that. And that's why I always kind of had that theory a little bit with the whole ADHD thing. I got it myself, as I stated before. But I always found that about myself. It has to, like, there has to be something out there that catches my attention. And I'll pick up all information on it as much as I can. And I see that in Natsu. And that's something I gotta say I like about the character a lot. Lucy's right. You'll have plenty of chances to become an S-Class. You should get some rest.
Yes?
We made it back to camp. Alright, the field controls I already know how to do. As I stated before, I actually went ahead and tried to do a recording of a gameplay of this earlier, like yesterday and everything. Well, yesterday from when I was recording this, but unfortunately, the file got corrupted, so I'm basically already knowing what to do. Alright, so left stick actually allows me to walk around. Can you come here for a second? Okay, so on the corner, I will basically see what my, like, missions are and everything. And I'll see somebody with, like, a book over their head to go ahead and tell me, okay, go here and everything. The DLC has been added, expansion photo mode. Ooh, I could have some fun with that. Talk to the master. Alright, I just try to get a feel for the controls. Wow! Natsu is a fast one! Look at him go! Literal speed demon over here. Well, technically he is a demon, but, yeah. Alright, Gramps. Good job making it back, everyone. Well, there's Levy and Gajil. They were actually both my very first cosplays. Gajil and Levy. Luxus, you came home! I'm doing my best to do an impression of Monica Rial and everything. Oh my gosh. No, I didn't. Yeah, a good portion of the characters, like, their English voice actors, right here, I actually met. Some of them I've met in person. Others, like, Makarov's actor, Bruce Elliott, I actually got an autograph from him off the internet. The only one so far I can say I haven't really met in person or got an autograph from is Patrick Seitz, the voice of Loxus in the English dub, or Lisana's actress, as well as Gildart's actor and everything. I haven't met either of those guys yet. If there's any other characters, then I'd point it out and everything. Huh? What did Luxus do? He was excommunicated by the master after overdoing it at the Harvest Festival. What a loser. Shut it, old man! Luxus had his reasons. He said he wanted to make Fairy Tail stronger. I actually am Facebook friends with Levy's English voice actress. I used to have a lot of conversations with her online and everything. Unfortunately, I haven't really heard from her in quite a while and everything. She's not really even on social media and everything anymore. Well, I hope she's doing okay these days. Everyone, I'm so sorry. I let Zedef go. Her voice actress, Brina Palencia, I actually just met her not too long ago and everything. She also voices CL Phantom Hive in Black Butler's English dub. Good actress, I gotta admit, and she was very nice. Zeref, that one guy, right? The strongest, most evil wizard of all time. I can't believe someone like that was on this island. David Wald, actually, I follow him on Twitter, and I've spoken to him a couple of times and everything. I think he also follows me back. Definitely, he was a perfect fit for Gajil. I'm gonna be truthful with you. It's not your fault, Juvia. I don't think anyone could have taken on someone like that by themselves. Panther Lily's actor, I haven't met him either. Oh, and Carla's actress, I haven't met her either. Or Tia Ballard, the voice of Happy, I haven't met her either. Seems that the danger has passed now. Yes, I'm so glad we are all able to return safely. I came to this island to become an S-Class and tell Gildarts that I'm his daughter. I was the first one to reach the First Master's grave, but only because I prioritized myself over my friends. I don't deserve the title of S-Class. What's wrong, Kanna? Lucy. I may not have been able to become S-Class, but I think I'm going to tell my father the truth. Oh yeah, because the thing is, Kanna is actually Gildarts' daughter. It was actually revealed in the series that she's actually Gildarts' daughter. But the reason she never told him is because she wanted to be an S-Class wizard first. Yeah, you're going to be seeing me speak a lot about the series, for those who's never watched it and everything. So, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry for the spoilers, but also, I do highly recommend Fairy Tail. It is a damn good series. Oh, this asshole's still alive. It was people like you who created me. Your wickedness has summoned Acnologia. It announces the end of this era. No one can stop it now. Here, the world shall be brought to an end. Zedif! Before my very eyes! It is like a dream! I'm gonna be honest, I'm very impressed with Zedif's model and everything. Very well done. Definitely, like, the facial structure and everything. Yeah, I am just freaking nerding out, okay? Just excuse me. Acnologia signals the end of an era. You've called him with your evil. Acnologia? What are you talking about? You must be punished. Wait! I still have something I must ask! Your first sin was calling Acnologia. The next... the sin of making me forget the importance of life. Oh yeah, Zeref, he's actually cursed. Ongsedam's black curse magic. Because of the fact that he was toying with life, he ended up getting cursed by the god Ongsedam. And now, anything that is around Zedef, like when he really sees the joys of life and everything, like the true value of life, basically, it's that whole everything I touch dies. Yeah. Oh, God. Poor bastard. Not gonna lie, poor bastard. Die, bitch! Repent. Damn, that is a nasty way to go! Know your place, scum. Go to hell! Damn, he is pissed. So you've come, Acnologia. Oh yeah, I never even met a Zeref's actor, too. So yeah, I kind of met most of the cast. Yeah, you get the gist of it at this point. This feeling. Ah! What was that? So loud. That voice. Oh, whoa! Acnologia's model is so good. It's coming back! Get down! Ooh, shipper heart moment. Ooh, my shipper heart. Run, we're going to make it home together. Home to Fairy Tale. Some things are impossible to stop. This era will come to an end. Goodbye, nuts. He's gonna roar! Is he trying to annihilate the entire island? What? All of those who can use protection magic, use it now! We're not gonna die here. Yeah, we're not giving up. Everyone, combine your power. Let's show them what this guild is made of. Aw, this is so sweet. For those who don't know, Makarov and Loxus are grandfather and grandson. During this time in the series, they kind of hit a rough patch. So, to see them beginning to, reconcile a little bit, it's just so sweet. For me, it tugs at the heartstrings a little bit to see when someone who's older having, such a close relationship with their grandparent. It's always so sweet to me, I'm not gonna lie. In that moment, I wondered if it would be the end, but for some reason, I wasn't scared. Man, maybe it was because I had the guild with me. I felt for sure we could do anything if we all worked together. In the end, we survived Acnologia's attack. The first master of Fairy Tale, Mavis Vermilion, used our trust and bonds to cast protection magic. She said it was Fairy Sphere, one of the 3 great fairy magics, that could protect the guild from any harm. We were sealed for 7 whole years. When I returned to Magnolia, I couldn't believe how much time had passed. Wow. Look at the graphics in this game. The buildings look so cool. The water is not bad, I'm gonna admit. Not great, but not bad. Welp, the guild hall's now a hole. It got smaller while we were gone. It looks like a lot happened in the past 7 years, even though it didn't feel like that long for us. Yes, everything was seized to repay debts, and now this is being used as a temporary headquarters. We were the strongest guild in Fiore, but since we've been gone, we've become the weakest. Awesome! This is gonna be fun! What? It is, right? We get to climb back up to the top. I'm all fired up! Ooh, he said it! He said it! You're right! That does sound like fun! Things are more serious than I thought. What do you mean? These past 7 years, all the guilds have been getting stronger, not just as groups, but individually as well. Everyone has 7 years of experience on us. We won't be able to keep up with them. Oh no. That just means we'll have to build ourselves and the guild back up. I'm even more fired up now! Okay, the fire animation in this game is actually really good, I'm not gonna lie. Excuse me. Sometimes this man's chest can be a little much on the throat a little bit, so excuse me. Everyone wants to go look for Natsu and the others. Are you sure you don't want to go with them? Even if we can find Tenro Island, we don't know if everyone's still alive, right? That doesn't matter. We just have to believe. We haven't heard from them in 7 whole years. I mean, yeah, 7 whole years is something. We're home! Oh, welcome back. Oh my god. Really? You? Yeah, we're back! You've grown, Romeo. Welcome back, Natsu. Welcome back, everyone! Chapter 1, The 7-Year Gap. The following DLC has been added. Expansion update, maximum character rank increase. Nice! Okay, episode start. So, pretty much speaking, let's see. After the events of Tenro Island, Natsu and the others returned to find that Fairy Tale had been reduced to a shadow of its former glory over the past 7 years. Now the weakest guild in Fiore, they are determined to return to the top. First, go see what needs to be done. Talk to everyone. We're back! Let's talk to everyone first. You can now access the menu with this button. Talk to everyone. Oh, that room is still empty, but I'd like to find a use for it. Oh, cool. We can expand the guild hall. Nice. The storeroom's been cleaned out. Nothing but dust in there now. Wish we had something useful. Okay, so... yeah. This is allowing me to get a better look at the character model and everything. Okay, it is good. Okay, I am looking at his sandals right now, and I'm going to be flat out honest with you. Take it from a Natsu cosplayer over here. I always try to be someone who is very accurate to the character when I go ahead and cosplay. And let me tell you, those sandals are actually some of the most uncomfortable sandals I've ever worn. Like, the one problem with them and everything is that they kind of rub on the back. But one other problem is that they never stick and everything. So they act more like flip-flops. So when I get a minute and everything, I'm going to pinch the backs of the sandals and sew them up a little bit. So that way they stick a little better in the future. Like, not like, you get what I mean. Like, I'm not going to stick them and actually sew them to my foot or anything like that. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I skipped ahead a little bit and everything. So that way you guys just don't watch me walk around and actually talking to everyone. Because it is kind of boring. But let's see. I managed to get an extension on our loan, but I have no idea how we're going to pay it back. And because of those bullies, we haven't gotten any work either. Damn, what are we going to do? Just when everyone finally came home, too. I can't believe everything's that happened to the guild. Yeah, we all went to shit, not gonna lie. He's been trying his best as master in our absence. This is our problem as well. Yeah, everyone in the guild should work together to save up money. The guild really reached a new low while we were gone. No shit. You could use the guild's ledger to check on the guild. Okay, so we get a guild ledger and everything. So basically, it's kind of like an outdated food pyramid, but what do you want? Alright, talk to the master now. The guild has fallen quite a lot in the last 7 years. In order to rebuild, we'll have to do it the honest way. Okay, the honest way? Like, I got other ways, but... anyway, ignore me. Taking requests as they come to us. Okay, that honest way. You could take requests at the request board near the guild's entrance. I'm counting on you. With great requests come great responsibility. In the words of a wise celestial wizard. Let's take a look at the request board. I'm worried. It feels like my magic's weaker after 7 years. We've got to get out there and fight till our magic's back. Here, take this. Should come in handy out there. Ooh, Lacrima, nice! Okay, so basically the Lacrima in this game kind of act like talismans and everything. So I just equip it to my character. And pretty much speaking, it helps me, like, get a boost in my abilities. Alright, consumables. This is just telling me where each of everything is. Yeah, nothing big. Lacrima won't do anything unless you equip them, so don't forget to equip them. Okay, thanks for the public service announcement. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, Wizard Lacrima. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and equip the Protection Lacrima on Lucy. I think when it comes to Natsu and everything, I'm better off going ahead and raising my attack levels and everything. Like, attack and offense, but because Natsu always struck me as someone who doesn't really focus that much on defense when it comes to a fight. He's just more so head-on, full attack. That's the best way I could describe Natsu's fighting style. Let's start by taking a request. That's it. Wait, this is it? Look at his face. Oh my god, I love it. So this is how far the guild has fallen. Because of all that debt, no one trusts us anymore. You can now accept requests from the request board. Nice! Okay, so yeah, it's just basically telling me what I need to do. The base. Just take it. So we have to find a missing person. I'm coming too! Wendy, it's not much of a request, you know. If they're injured and can't get home, then my magic might be of use. Yeah, Wendy's a sky dragon slayer, and part of her abilities allows her to use healing magic, which is kind of a lost art and everything. Oh yeah, you can use your sky magic to heal. Alright, let's go, Wendy. Oh, can I stop by my house first? It's been 7 whole years since I've been home. Yeah, I mean, I want to go home too after 7 whole years of being away, you know? Make sure nobody robbed it and all that crap. Wendy has joined your team as a guest. Nice! Okay, characters, basically it's just saying that, Wendy's a guest and everything, so she'll be joining us. However, I cannot go ahead and equip Lacrima or anything else onto her, since she's just a guest at the moment. Head to Lucy's room. Good luck! I want to stop by my house before we go into the forest. Where's your house again, Lucy? It's in the center of the town, near the bridge. Okay, so we're getting the world map now. Nice, nice. Okay, so it's expandable, and okay, so we're over there, and Lucy's house is way over there, so not too far from the guild. Okay, so the skybox, I gotta admit, is pretty decent. The clouds shading are really good. Not too crazy about the leaves, though. Gonna be honest. Like the leaves on the trees, I'm not really that crazy about. I didn't know there was a guild here. Gee, you blind or something, buddy? Okay, so we can go ahead and actually pick up stuff and everything and use them for ingredients. Nice! Alright, so I skipped ahead and everything and made it to Lucy's house, so here we go. Huh? The key's not working. Yep. Blocks got changed. Crap. Look, there's some kind of note stuck to the door. What does it say? I won't let you in until you pay 7 years of rent. Best wishes, your landlord. Nice! 7 years of rent? I can't afford that! You too, Lucy? What? Well, Wendy, you live in the fairy tale dorms, right? They made me pay in full. I didn't have to pay the part I couldn't afford, though. Oh, man, that is screwed up, man. I guess Fairy Tale is having a rough time financially, so it makes sense. If you don't have anywhere to stay, want to come to my place? Oh, man. Okay, I am a Nalu shipper. Like, I actually want to see Natsu and Lucy end up together. I am not gonna lie, so this is just to be like, ooh. Oh, God. Huh? Natsu, this is bad! Oh, Happy. Lucy's gonna be staying with. Someone stole all the money from our safe. We don't even have enough to buy fish. What? Did you check everywhere? Yeah, I looked real hard, but I couldn't find it. Lucy, forget about what I was saying before. Oh man, I cannot do Natsu's voice that well and everything. I'm actually trying to copy Habercorn's style of it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, because I want to try to be a little accurate here. I'm gonna be flat out honest with you guys. I've actually known, like, Natsu's English actor, Todd Habercorn, for, like, a good 8 years. Holy shit. 8 years I've known the guy. Now that I think about it and everything. But I do have to be honest when I say this and everything. he was definitely perfect for the role of Natsu. Like, it was like as if, I don't know how to describe it, but yes, he was definitely perfect for the role of Natsu. That I'm gonna be honest about. Anyway, back to the game. Whatever. Looks like we're all starting from zero. Let's do this request so we can at least have money for food. Yeah. I'm getting hungry myself. Okay, let's get ready to go into the forest. Remember, we can use any exit you want, preferably the main exit. Okay. Now, let's head over to the forest and everything. So, I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead so that... You know what? Nah, I'm not gonna skip ahead. I actually want to get a look around this place. Fairy Tale. Never heard of it. What are you doing? Okay, wow. Yeah. I want to get a quick look around at the entire place and everything. I'm not that clumsy. People fall into the canal every year. Yeah, not gonna lie and everything. This is really good graphics. Okay, some of it never... What the hell? This is freaking me out! Either that's thought projection magic, or this is some Eden Zero shit. But that's another Mishima series, so we shouldn't be thinking that. Oh, look! Free stuff! Water. Okay. Alright. You know what? There's enough time for exploring. I'm just gonna go ahead and skip ahead to where we make it to the forest. I am a speed demon! Okay, so I went ahead and skipped ahead a little bit and everything. And now we're just getting the instructions for the map and whatnot. New area has been unlocked. Boundary Forest. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. When I see something like this, it kind of reminds me of the game Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Man, that's a game I haven't played in a while and everything. Maybe I should do a playthrough of that. Let me know in the comments section if you guys want to see me do a playthrough of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Okay, so... Boundary Forest. Here we go. Okay. The graphics aren't bad. I'm still not crazy about the leaf animation. Okay, very nice. I like it. According to the request, this is where they were last seen. We just have to find the guy who got lost and bring him back, right? Easy! Happy, let's see who can find them first. Aye! Monsters are seen a lot around this area. We should be more careful. They aren't listening. Yeah, Happy is definitely a perfect partner for Natsu. Not gonna lie, I have another cat and everything named Weasley, and when we adopted him, I was actually planning on naming him Happy, but my folks made it very, very clear to me that that was not happening in a million years. What the hell do you want from me? I'm a nerd. Deal with it. Okay, we should head deeper into the forest. Okay, encounters. So I could actually... What it's saying here and everything is, when I encounter an enemy in the forest, I could actually get a head start by punching the lights out of them first. Fantastic! Typical Natsu stuff. Yep! Alright, anything stands in our way, I'm gonna beat it up! Yep, that's a Natsu. That is totally like a Natsu thing. What if the monsters have gotten stronger in the past 7 years? Lucy, for God's sake, it's not like monsters go ahead and train every single day. They just do what they do with their abilities and everything. I am sorry. Don't forget the basics when going into battle. Okay, battle basics and everything. I could actually go ahead and do auto battle mode, but personally, I kind of don't see a point in doing that, considering I really want to try to play through this as well, like, throughout this game series. pretty much speaking, it's MP is used to attack enemies, heal, and support allies, and more. 1 magic point to deal a small amount of damage to a single enemy. Defend, I should try to go ahead and use defense and everything. Items, yeah, you get the gist. Enemies will usually go after those who attack them. Allies who are being targeted by enemies will be marked with an eye symbol, so you can check on how much danger they're in. Ah, so that's what it meant. I thought the eye symbol was actually the character has their eyes on them, not the other way around and everything. So, okay, that's good to know. A character is knocked out when their HP or MP reaches 0. Okay, so we have to be careful, and if everyone gets knocked out, then we lose the round. Simple enough. I guess in a sense, it's kind of like playing Pokemon mixed with Yu-Gi-Oh! Or just like, anybody ever played the mobile game Iron Maiden Legacy of the Beast? It kind of reminds me of that, or like Raid Shadow Legends, stuff like that. Okay, Fire Dragon Roar. Yeah, we cooking bird tonight. Alright, look! Ether nanoparticles! When you defeat an enemy, their magic will scatter into forms of various elemental and non-elemental ether nanoparticles. Collecting these ether nanoparticles allow you to recover your magic. Different characters will require different types of ether nano in order to recover their magic. Nice! Okay, Lucy, let's see, Lucy kick. I would say Lucy kick for this one. Classic. Ow. Go Wendy. Yatta. Like I said before, like I'm actually trying to learn how to speak Japanese, and I remember yatta actually means I did it in Japanese. So that's something that you would yell when you're angry, like not angry, when you're celebrating, you're like yatta! Like I did it. All right. That was close. We better watch out for monsters. We'll be fine. Just gotta stick together. Teamwork always wins the day. Alright, let's go ahead and beat some more people. Not people. Monsters senseless. Oh, damn. What the hell is that? Damn! Wendy just going right in on it. Look at her! Okay, element, weakness and everything. Okay, this is where it kind of gets like Pokemon a little bit. My years of playing Pokemon are finally kicking in and everything. Okay, Natsu. Burn him to a crisp. Break. Dealing a large amount of damage with a single attack may cause break to occur. It is more likely to happen when using magic that aligns with the target's weakness. When a character enters break, they will be unable to attack on their next turn, and any damage they receive will be critical. Perfect! Hail to the air! Okay, I'm gonna summon Scorpio. Ah, man, not gonna lie, I would have liked to have seen a character model for him. Iron Fist. Nice! Alright, we got somewhere. Nice. Okay. Oh boy, what the hell? Hey, someone's being attacked! It might be the person from the request. Let's help them out. This guy's look pretty strong. I'm all fired up now! Oh, God, that hurts my larynx. But not gonna lie. Good lord, that is a lot of enemies. Wow. Okay, Fairy Gauge. Or Gauge. Fairy Gauge, my bad. Your gauge will fill when your allies attack. When it is full, press R1 to unleash the magic chain. Hell yeah, let's do this shit! During a magic chain, you will have access to special commands and everything else, yada 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 yada. Okay, finishers can be used to stop a chain prematurely. In addition, to use their special as a final power attack in a chain. They allow you to use strong attacks, but without consuming as much energy. Yeah, I get confused. Okay, let's try it out. All right! Okay, let's see what we got here. Not bad! Ooh, summon Ares! That's my Zodiac! Aw, man, I wanted to see her model. Dang! 4 chain attack, 45, 27. Nice! And we leveled up! Okay, not bad, not bad. And we're getting some new spells. A small bottle of ether nano. You saved me. Thank you. Ouch. Now that things have calmed down a bit, the pain is... Show me where it hurts. I'll heal you. Her eyes glowed a little bit. I gotta admit, that's really good details. Ah, the pain is going away. So young and already able to use healing magic. Which guild are you fine people from? Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale? Never heard of it. Is it a new one? Wow. Okay. Wow, buddy. No way. Everyone in Fiore used to know our name. We better report back to the guild. Okay, so mission success. Nice! I'm happy about that. Okay, we have to go to, like, Mira Jane and everything. Okay. Okay, the fast travel little feature, I'm not gonna lie, is really good. Yes, all done with that request. Got small self, 500 jewels. Ranked up a bond a little bit, nice. That ends our first job. Good job, Wendy. I'm glad I could help. I'm glad I could help. Please invite me again. I hope you can go back to your house soon, Lucy. God, I forgot all about my rent situation. This won't even put a dent in it. On to the next one. If we keep on like this, the guild's debt will be gone in no time. Alright, so we're getting somewhere. Nice. Gotta admit, that's a nice little feature that they added into this, that they made it to where Wendy's eyes glow a little bit. That's actually a really cool little feature. Okay, looks like our hard work and good name have let us rank up. Okay, so rank up system and everything. Raise a character's rank. So I'm gonna go ahead and raise somebody's rank, a character rank up. I think I'll rank up Natsu a little bit. Okay. My question right now was that his own fire? Because a bit of a nerd, like, I'm gonna go on a nerd tangent here, as the thing is, Natsu cannot eat his own fire. Because of his Dragon Slayer abilities, he's able to actually eat and digest fire, but it can never be his own fire. He literally has to find other sources in order to eat fire. Like, in other words, it has to be an outside source, maybe another wizard who uses fire magic, or maybe just, like, if you start a fire up and everything, he'll actually be able to eat it. So if that was him eating his own fire and whatnot, then that was a little bit of a fluke. Okay, so we ranked up a bit. We got a new chain. Nice. We don't have enough points to rank anybody else. Alright. So now we're taking on the next request. So we have to locate a smuggling ring and bust them in the act of making a deal. Hey, let me in on that job. Huh? You're trying to take our work? That's not what I'm saying. I was after that smuggling ring 7 years ago. They're at it again, huh? So you have a connection with this request. Okay, sure. Let's go together. Are you sure, Lucy? He's gonna get your share of the profits. Nice, Natsu! Really nice! Why does he get mine? Oh, yeah. I'm actually currently reading the spin-off series for Fairy Tail 100-Year Quest, and it's been spoken about for quite some time that it's getting an anime soon, but there's been a lot of problems with it and everything. I think they're still trying to find a studio for it so that way they can start animating it. And I'm not sure if they're gonna go with the original studio who animated the original anime. But I kind of hope they do. But then again, from what I heard, they're currently a little stockpiled. But not only that, I also heard that they're kind of having a problem with the voice cast. Apparently, Lucy's Japanese actress was not asked to return for the role. So Hiro Mishima, even though he claims he doesn't have the power to do this, he's actually speaking with the studios to let her return for the role. So fingers crossed. I actually really hope she will come back for the role. I don't need anything. You can have it. Gray has joined your team as a guest. Oh, fantastic. Natsu and Gray have a bit of a rivalry and everything. They are really close friends and everything, but they're always at each other's throats at times. Okay, so Gray is now officially a guest on the team. Good luck! Okay. We should ask around and see if anyone's seen anything. Why don't we start with the high ground of North Town? You can now fast travel within the town. Okay, when a map is open and you are in town, the destination list will be visible. You can use it to travel to your selected location. Okay, that is very handy. Guild and Central Avenue have been added to your destination list. That is handy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead so that way we get to the point and everything where we're starting to do the next portion of this situation. Okay, I have officially... no big deal. Just go ahead and go through me and everything. That's fine by me. Anyway, so I just went ahead and made it to the central area of town. So we're going to go ahead and head to those areas here in Magnolia and try to see if we can get some information. A suspicious person? Haven't seen anyone like that around here. Hey, there's the guild hall! Okay, nerd moment. I actually went ahead and one time years ago made a replica of the guild hall and everything. Like an exact replica of this version of the guild hall. Unfortunately, it ended up getting destroyed when I was moving, so I ended up having to throw it away, but maybe one of these days I can make a new one. Maybe I'll 3D print a new one first chance I get. Suspicious person? Sorry, I haven't seen anyone like that. This building is foreclosed. No one's gone past here. Can we take a look inside anyway? No! Authorized personnel only. Go away. We're authorized. This is our... Natsu, we have to turn back for now. Nothing we can do. Whatever. Let's try somewhere else. Jerk. Alright, let's go. Okay, I saw someone wearing armor go into that alley. It's odd to see someone in armor like that in our peaceful town. A suspicious character wearing armor? Sounds a little familiar. We'll go check it out later. That's enough info for now. So they were wearing armor. And they went into the back streets on the western side. Let's go check it out. Hey, is that... The Fairy Tail dormitories are through here. Their guild used to be so famous. I think I already know who it is, guys. It's kind of obvious. Armor. Alright. This is our girls' dorm, right? What are you doing here? Do you need something? It was Urza the whole time. That's kind of a thing with Urza. She'll start sometimes either start trouble and people find out later on oh wait, it's Urza and everything. Urza, she's just a very strong personality, and I gotta say that's an awesome feature for her as a character. Urza! So you're the suspicious character wearing armor. So it was Urza. No luck here. Let's look around somewhere else. See you later, Urza. Right, I wonder what that was all about. Great, what happened when you dealt with this group the last time? Yeah, that's actually a good question to ask, since he dealt with them one time ago and everything. So if anyone has valuable information right now, it's Gray. We caught them during a deal and took down their organization. That's it. They said they never do it again, but I guess they've gone back to their old ways. They're bad guys, right? We'll just have to teach them another lesson. Typical Happy. Yeah, we'll do what we can to help them understand. High Ground and Fairy Hills have been added to your destination list. Nothing here. We should try searching in the southern part of town. Let's head over to the fountain in the plaza. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead to make it to the plaza and everything. So, see you guys in a bit. Okay, so we're at the plaza now. Okay, the water graphics on that are pretty good. Fountain Plaza has been added to your destination list. We should ask around the fountain in the plaza first. Okay, got water. Did I see someone suspicious? No, I don't think I did. Nothing so far. Where else could there be a crowd?
Yes.
We should head over to the cathedral then. Okay, I'm gonna head over to the cathedral. There we are. Cardia Cathedral. Man, that was always one of the biggest places in the game, like in the series and everything. Cathedral has been added to your list. Hopefully the next person will actually know something. Why, some strangely dressed people just passed through here. It looked like they were headed west. Okay, so we got some valuable information now. Nice. Something's not right. We should follow them. Okay, I didn't mean to actually do that and everything, so let's see. They said headed west and everything, so it looks like we're headed this way. Oops, wrong way. Okay, here we go. And there we go. Pick up supplies. What's all this noise? Are you guild wizards? What are you in such a hurry for? Have you seen anyone suspicious come through here? Huh, now that you mention it, a guy with a weird hood went down that alley. Got it, thanks. Okay, here we are. It's them, no doubt about it. Gray, is it really okay for me to go all out? Oh boy, letting Natsu go all out will just really rack up the debt and everything. That's one thing about Natsu's character. When it comes to battles, he always overdid it. Yeah, do it. Make them remember the promise they made. Gray, don't forget, huge debt. Here we go! Let's do this! Okay, Fleur de la Toise. Oh, Fleur de la Toise. That's, her whip. Or whip. Oh, wow, I'm a jokester. Okay, Fire Dragon Roar. Ooh. Okay, have her defend Natsu. Thanks! Okay, Iron Fist. Okay, that was good. Give it up! You, Gray? But you died 7 years ago. I don't die so easily. More importantly, why are you smuggling again? I thought you learned your lesson. We thought you were dead. And? So as long as I'm not around, you can just do whatever you want? He's got a point there, I'm not gonna lie. No, that's not it. After we were arrested, we cleaned up, started up a farm. What kind of farm exactly? Things were going so well. We were like a family. I was going to thank you for everything you did, but then we disappeared on Tenro Island. In return for helping us, we used all our money to fund our search party. That's so sweet in a sense. That's literally so sweet that they did that for him. Idiot! You started smuggling again because of that? This is your family, isn't it? It's your responsibility to protect them from a life like this. Pray. But I'm happy that you did all of that for my sake. That's sweet, I gotta admit. Okay, back streets have been added. Alright, so I skipped ahead and we're back at the guild and request complete. Okay, some money, all 9 yards. There they go. I hope they'll stick to the straight and narrow now. They will. They aren't bad people. Yeah, I think so too. That settles that. I'm off to do my next job. Let me know if you need me. This is a good game, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm actually having some fun. Okay, so Gray is officially part of the team now. Nice! Alright, I think I'm gonna do one more request, and I guess we'll call it a day. Good work! Some new requests have come in. Check them out while you still have some free time. Okay, after all, I gotta work if I want to save money. There's more requests than just money, you know. Your bonds will help with the members of your team. Will deepen and yeah, all that and everything. Stronger chains and everything. Okay, yeah, sorry, all of a sudden, bleh. So, I gotta work on my bonds and everything. Natsu, I'm hungry. Can we eat something first? Okay, oh man, me too. Let's grab a bite to eat before we start. And while we're at it, let's invite Lucy. Oh my god, that is so sweet. One thing I actually read up and everything, I read the light novel for Fairy Tail online, and there was one scene and everything where the girls are all chatting and everything, and the girls openly confess to Lucy that ever since she joined the guild, the fact that Natsu wanted to form a team with her says a lot. Because Natsu had been invited to so many teams over the years in the guild that he never actually looked like he wanted to start one. But then when Lucy came along, he said, yeah, let's start a team. Everyone was shocked, like, whoa, wait, this girl just comes along and now all of a sudden Natsu wants to form a team? What the heck? Anyway, I'm done nerding out and everything. Character rank up and everything. Oh, I actually have enough for a rank up. I'll rank up Lucy a little bit. Alright, so she's now rank 1. Excellent, excellent. Oh, I have enough to rank up Gray, too. Alright, so not bad, not bad. I'm not really that crazy about Gray's pose and everything, but whatever. Let's see. Do I have enough to rank up Wendy? I don't. Crap, I wanted to. Okay, guild rank. So, yeah, we are basically bottom of the totem pole over here. Okay, so now just talk to Lucy outside and...
Lucy!
Hey, Lucy, want to get some food? Sorry, not today. I barely have enough money for rent as is. Huh? How'd that happen? Wendy lives somewhere way more expensive than you, but she has no problem paying. I know that. You don't need to rub it in my face. How do you always run out of money? I never had trouble, and we make the same since we always work together. Well, if you must know, it's because you're always breaking my things. Do you realize how much of my rent money I lose because of that? Oh boy, so in other words, he's the reason why she hasn't gotten her security deposit back. Sorry. It's okay. I'm not mad at you or anything. Besides, I like working with you. It's very reassuring. Really? Yeah, just don't go crazy, okay? They like each other. Alright, so we ranked up their friendship a little bit. Nice. Alrighty, so let's time for the next request. I'll do this one request and then we'll call it a day and everything. Why not? A robbery, huh? Terrible. Those poor people waiting for their packages and letters. That is unforgivable. This seems bad. I will join you. Alright, we got Urza! Urza, this is such a big deal that you need to come too? Well, never mind. I just can't let wrongdoings go unpunished. Boy. They stole something from Urza, and she is not happy about it. This is a rule I've been saying about Fairy Tail for the longest time. When it comes to Urza, you don't with Urza unless you have a death wish. If you're someone who literally wants to be 6 feet under, yeah, okay, mess with her. Okay, so new area, nice. Let's see. Our enemies may be few, but they are still members of a dark guild. Be careful. We are 7 years out of practice, but we don't have to worry if you're here. Ooh, boy, this is gonna get good. If they're wizards, then I don't have to hold back. I can finally give it my all. Oh boy. You never hold back. Hopefully we won't be in the red again and you destroy everything. You worry too much, Lucy. The client said they were attacked in the Great Plains. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead to where we're gonna be heading to the Great Plains, so I'll see you guys then. Okay, so I skipped ahead and everything, and we are now officially on the map and heading to the Great Plains.
Yes.
A new area in the game. Awesome! Oh, wow. I like the lighting. Oh, wow. The river looks really good. The person who took our stuff is close by. Be ready. Oh boy, they definitely stole Urza's mail. You can already tell. Alright. Let's get a little battle in. Those who wish to be cut down, step forward. Alright, let's see. They're weak against Fleur de la Tour. Not bad, not bad.
Yes.
Okay, got him. You're screwed. Awesome. Okay, new item required. Bent cloth. Nice. Okay. Get a little water. You know what? I think I'm gonna do the same thing. Always stay hydrated, folks. Always stay hydrated. Okay, so it looks like we're going that way. Anything here? Sometimes I like to be a little thorough with my video games, you know? Okay, nothing here. Alright, so... Wild Pokemon encounter! Blocking the way. There are fallen trees back there. I wonder if I can deal with it and these enemies at the same time. Okay, wow. That was simple. Looks like it's going to take more than a single hit. Guess that means we need to go all out. Now I'm all fired up. Okay, Gage is ready to go. Let's do it! Okay, chain 2. Chain 1. Chain 2. Finisher! Nice! Over damage. Damn! Holy crap! When your total damage exceeds an amount of over damage will activate and the object will be destroyed. Nice! Alright, a level up. Nice! Okay, when you're outside of town and entering a battle, a fallen tree and everything. Okay, yeah, I got it and everything. So it just cleared up the area for us. Nice. Ooh, a chest. But first, let's take care of these guys. Okay, speeds up. Lucy kick. Lucy kick! Fire Dragon, Iron Roar. Oh, wait, Fire Dragon Roar. Blah. That would actually be a cool dual combo. Fire Iron Dragon Roar. Maybe in 100 Day Quest. Okay, nice. Okay, that was simple enough. Nice. And we got some torn hide, too. Nice. Okay. What do we get? Small bottled ether nano. Nice! I found it! My cute I mean, let us return everything at once. Oh my god. Cute You Dark Gale jerks are gonna get it! Let's go! Get up, Natsu! Okay, got the first punch in. Those who wish to be cut down, step forward. Okay, so here we go. Summon Scorpio. Nice! Over damage already? Damn! Alright, Natsu, go crazy! Oh. Damn! We are just kicking their asses! Oh, we're fine with this and everything. We are just kicking ass. Okay, those who wish to be cut down, step forward. Yeah, we already said that and everything. Lucy kick. Okay, we broke them, so Fire Dragon and Roar. Nice! That was simple enough. Okay, so looks like we're just gonna be going through this entire area. Get a little extra water, and now I'm just gonna go over and... Yep! So it looks like it's just gonna be us fighting along a lot of enemies and everything, so... I may consider skipping ahead a little bit. Oh, you know what? This is definitely gonna be awesome. Let's do it! Okay, chain. Nice! Urza leveled up. Nice. Alright, we'll handle this loser. Those who wish to be cut down, step forward. Yeah, you already said that and everything. Flor de la Toir. Oh boy, you're screwed.
Yes.
Iron Fist. Oof! Scorpio! Come out and play! Oh, right, nice! Phew! That was the last of them. All the mail is safe, huh? Hey, Urza, what's that? Oh, this? This is my package. Are the contents okay? Nothing's broken, is it? It's fine. It's not something easily broken. Urza, the package is ripped. Something's coming out of the hole. Underwear? Oh my god! It may be underwear, but it's definitely not cute. Just regular practical underwear. Oh, she is doing this for Jalal, and you know it. Come on, man. Oh, so that was the cute und, huh? We gotta report back at once. Okay, so let's get it. And we officially got it. More money, a new lacrima. Seems as though everyone has had their mail returned. Thank goodness, mail can have some really important one-of-a-kind things in it. Yeah, definitely. And it gets really annoying when they go ahead and don't deliver it or it gets lost. I'm not blaming them or anything like that, but believe me, I've had my packages where I would mail something out or something gets mailed to me and it ends up getting mailed to a place that's completely out of the way. It sucks. And it always feels so good when something comes in the mail, even if you were the one who ordered it. Yes, I am also happy we completed this mission. I didn't get anything. I'll send you some fish sometime, Happy. Aww. Yay! Mail really does deliver happiness. You both live in the same house. And Urza has officially joined us. Nice! And we ranked up as a guild. Nice! Hey, Lucy, you got a minute? Huh? Kana's calling me. I wonder what's up. Oh, and now we just officially switched characters. That's awesome. Alright, guys, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here for today. I have to admit, I'm really having a lot of fun playing this game and everything. And I feel the graphics are good. The fighting style is actually really good. I'm not gonna lie, normally when you play video games that are based off your favorite TV shows or animes, sometimes they actually don't do that good of a job and everything. But I have to admit, they are capturing the story pretty well. And I even think that Mishima actually made some of the side quests in it, like he was the one who wrote them out. So I basically am just gonna end it here today. If you guys liked what you saw, be sure to leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos by me. And be sure to go follow me on my social medias, and definitely go check out my other YouTube account and everything. Also, ring the bell notification so that way you guys know when I upload a video or go live. It's been awesome, guys, and as always, arigato gozaimasu, and see you next time.